What's good guys, this is MJ from Street Social, and in this one I'm going to cover how to flirt without coming across as a creepy guy. Because as we're trying to up the ante, we're trying to spike and we're trying to get the set a little bit more intimate, it's easy to come across as a little bit creepy and weird, which is not what we want at all. And so I'm going to break down my techniques that I personally use to spike up the set, to get the girl feeling a little bit shy and get them giggling a little bit, which is exactly the kind of vibe that we want. And like the last video, because I think you all like that format, I'm not going to be breaking down scene by scene. I'm going to let all of the sets play out, and at the end of the video I'm going to break it down and give you a little summary at the end. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Sure. And I'm just looking at your nails right now.
Oh no, don't even, because
No,
they're
no,
like
no,
all
no.
like broken.
I'm actually liking them. But show me again.
No, because literally I got them like, see these ones?
Yeah.
Like I went to a woman to get a biab and she just broke all of my nails.
Oh shit.
Yeah, when she was like filing
You
them
see,
off.
if you were my girlfriend, I'd make sure that we got those done regularly. So.
Been to like Essex or whatever?
I've never been to Essex, you know?
No, it's just a complete different vibe. Like Essex is just a bit trashy and London's just
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got a lot of opportunities there and it's...
Yeah, I'm getting the Essex twang. Yeah, I'm getting the made in Essex little twang. Yeah. It's funny actually, I've never met a girl from Essex.
Have you not?
No.
Oh my
like,
God, there's a
how
first for
crazy is that?
everything.
You are my first Essex. Like,
Oh my God, there's a first for everything. There is a first
exactly.
for everything.
You are literally representing the whole of Essex right now.
Oh my God.
Do a good job. Do a good
hopefully,
job.
Hopefully.
I was gonna go with Italian, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I was just like a really white Italian. No. But your eye colour, like you've got do you know what's that film? Twilight. You've got Twilight eyes, like they're really piercing. Could be you mixed, right? Are you mixed?
Yeah.
Are you like a little bit Asian mixed?
I am, yeah.
Is it like it's not Philippine.
But like everybody usually guesses that.
Oh
so,
really?
Like, yeah. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. And that's why you've got the natural tan, right? You've got a really good tan compared to my kind of like. No, I like that though, right? As like a masculine man, I really like it when a girl's kind of got nice skin. Is it natural or is it like the sunbed? Do you go on the sunbeds?
I feel like just because like the summer just ended, usually
Okay, so this is a natural tan for you, just tanning.
Yeah.
Amazing. High five on the amazing tanning skills. Yeah. So that is the end of the sets and how I personally flirt with women to spike it up a little bit and get that nice flirty vibe going. And as you can see, there are multiple ways in which you can do that. But for me, as I mentioned in many of my videos, I'm a very observational guy. And so I always lead from that. And as you can see in one of the videos, I mentioned a girl's nails. And from there, I grab their hand a little bit. Because it's good to get a little bit of touch in there, because at that point, it means that it's man to woman. This is just no longer you going over and having a platonic conversation. This is man to woman. If you're touching her, she knows you're there because you want her. And then you can see in that first video that she was getting a little bit shy and almost kind of justifying why her nails weren't as good as usual, right? And then I said, well, don't worry, you know, if you're my girlfriend, I'll make sure we'll get those done regularly. And you know, she was giggling and getting shy and embarrassed all the way through that first set. And then in the second one, I talked about where she was from. Such a really simple thing, right? But again, another observational thing. It was all about her accent and the area that she's come from. And I basically told her that she was going to be my first girl from that town, right? Which we all know what that means. You're going to be my first. And she really kind of felt it. It got her really embarrassed and shy, which is exactly what I wanted. And then I said, you know, don't let them down. You are literally representing an entire city right now, which she loved it again. And then at the end, just spike it up even further. I went, do a good job, do a good job. And she went, okay, yeah, I'll make sure I will. So again, they're just justifying themselves to you, right? When you get good at this, you will get girls saying, oh, no, don't. I didn't mean to do that. Or, oh, do you think they're nice? And, you know, I'll make sure I do a good job for you. And I've literally known these girls for a few minutes, so you can see how powerful this tool really can be. And what I demonstrated in that third set is the power of being cheeky rather than overly sexual. Because a lot of guys in this feel like you have to be sexual to get a sexual flirty vibe and to get their attraction, and that is not true whatsoever. And you'll see quite a lot in my sets that I'm not overly sexual, I'm more cheeky. And it does one of two things. It either gets the girl really giggly and shy, or it gets them fighting back with cheek, which I personally love. I love both of them, but I do like a girl with a little bit of banter, a bit of cheeky banter, because it just ups that sexual vibe, right? And it gets that sexual tension going in a set, which I really love, and obviously the girls do as well. And in that last set, I did something that I do quite a lot. I talk about a girl, where she's from, and then I lead it on to kind of like either their skin or their hair. Now later on in this particular set, I did talk about her thick, dark hair, but in this particular clip, I talked about her skin and that how nice it is for a masculine man to see a girl with really nice skin and a nice tan. And again, I touch her a little bit like I did in an earlier set that I showed you. And again, that just ups the sexual vibe in there and the sexual tension. And it just gives that man to woman vibe, which is what we're looking for. And then from there, you can just lead any of these onto something, right? It just gives a nice little spike in the set. You do it, you know, 2 or 3 times throughout the set, and you'll just see that the vibe just gets a little bit more naturally sexual. Not too much, it's not creepy, it's not up, because we're talking about meeting girls in the middle of the day, right? It's never gonna be too much that way, but you can tell it gets a really flirty, gets a little bit, tiny little bit horny. And you can see that by the giggling and pushing the hair back and getting a little bit shy, which is what we all want in our sets. And so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you took something that you can implement into your own sets. You might be like this already, which is cool. You might not be sexual at all, and that's definitely something you need to improve on, start spiking a little bit more to get that man to woman vibe. Or you might be doing it too much. You might be coming across too creepy, too sexual, which in the night time is a little bit more acceptable, but through the day, it's a little bit less so. You just need to be a little bit more socially calibrated. So that is it for this one. See you in the next video.